Well, we have many people joining here from many different regions, as you could see, with many different backgrounds across the globe, which is a reflection of us as Earth Peoples United. And so I invite you to continue to read through and see who's joining us today. Be able to just make that typed and digital introduction as we're here. So just so many beautiful people from so many beautiful regions, and so it's an honor to have you all here today and to be able to join us for this winter solstice community circle and prayer. So thank you for taking the time. Thank you for being present, and so we'll have an opportunity to have a little bit more share later in regards to maybe your personal practices or your family practices around solstice time. And so we love to be able to hear, some of that community exchange and sharing from what you might practice in your tradition, or maybe it's just an opportunity for you to express some gratitude. But we'll open that up a little later. First, I'll start off by giving just an introduction of our intentions here today, and give an introduction to Nanheri and Tat Erick as our founders of Earth Peoples United, and then share our intentions. And then we'll pass it over to Tata for an opening prayer, and invite a few of our elders here to be able to share a prayer before moving into a community circle share. So once again, thank you, and we'll continue on. Okay, so we are here today. This is the day of December 15th, 2024. This is also known in Maya as Oxlajuj, which stands for the frequency of the number 13. And the day lord of the Nahual is No, which is for the earth. Tata, as we go forward, will talk more about this particular frequency and day. But before I pass the virtual talking stick over to him, I'm going to keep it because once you pass it, you don't know when you're going to get it back. So I'm going to hold the talking stick for right now. What you'll find here is that Mayan teachings and traditions are at the center and the heart of Earth Peoples United. And at the same time, we also honor the vast and rich diversity of the many global cultures that are present here with us today. So thank you for being here to share and learn together. EPU's mission is to connect people to the natural and spiritual worlds, bridging the wisdom of the ancient ones with the world of today so that the diversity of life may flourish for future generations. So for our intentions here today, we're gathering to offer winter and summer solstice prayers for individual and collective wellness. We're here to express gratitude for life in all of its beautiful forms. And we want to share ancestral wisdom to support modern challenges, and really unite our diversity and cross-cultural exchange to support that flourishing and thriving of our coexistence together. And Earth Peoples United, we want to be a home for people of all backgrounds to gather in practice of unity for the well-being of each other and Mother Earth. And so one of our primary intentions here is to create sacred sanctuaries in which we call Pashikaila. And so we're in these places, in these sanctuaries, we cultivate our earth intelligence. We gather in ways that help us be more unified. We share, we learn, and we reconnect. So that's part of the intention here, is to continue to grow our community, to be able to know that many of you have homes with different practices and traditions and ways, but we also want you to know that there's a home here as well within Earth Peoples United, as we as a collective society are knowing that unity is an essential ingredient to be able to support our ability to make it through this next phase within our society and culture and existence. And so thank you for being a part of this opportunity to pray together and to be able to share in community, and to be able to learn from you in this way. At this time, what I'll do is I'll just read a description of a bio for both Nanhedi and Tat Erick, just to get to know them a little bit better. So Nanhedi, she is an Earth Wisdom Keeper. She is also the founder and president of Earth Peoples United. Nanhedi Neal has been working to support the exchange of Earth wisdom alongside her husband, Tat Erick Gonzalez, since 1998. She is fluent in Spanish. She has traveled throughout the United States, Guatemala, Canada, and Northern Europe to help organize, facilitate, and interpret for various international councils and ceremonial gatherings with Mayan and other indigenous elders, as well as non-native peoples from all over the world. In 2005, Nanhedi received her sacred bundle and spiritual mission as an Akik in the Mayan tradition. She earned a master's degree in creation spirituality from the University of Creation Spirituality, Naropa University in 1999. And she also leads women's ceremonies at EPU's Deer Mountain Sanctuary north of Mount Shasta in Northern California. So really wonderful and great to have you here with us and supporting us in all the ways that you do, Nanhedi. Tat Erick Gonzalez. So since his early childhood, Tat Erick Gonzalez has received profound and sustained healing from the indigenous medicine of Guatemala. As a small boy, carried by his grandmother to tribal healers for treatments, he formed an early and lifelong connection to the natural and spiritual forces that would guide his astonishing earth walk. Within the traditional indigenous circles and the native people of the Maya, Tat Erick carries the responsibility as an Akik and a Kamulbe, which is a spiritual leader, teacher, and earth wisdom keeper. Tat Erick has traveled with and trained under and was initiated by indigenous spiritual elders, and he has been blessed with a truly unique connection to the sacred guidance which comes directly from spirit. Without hesitation as a youth, Tat Erick participated in native movements in an effort to protect sacred lands, the heartbeat and the essence of the indigenous ways, and in subsequent years he dedicated himself to serving communities in reestablishing and supporting their traditional ways, keeping them alive and flourishing for future generations. Through the years and with an unwavering conviction, Tat Erick has participated in indigenous councils throughout the Americas, gathering tribal leaders as a part of a sacred call to action, promoting increased cooperation and unity between diverse traditions. He is passionate about the inclusion of all lineages for healing and unification. And as the founder and spiritual leader of Earth Peoples United, a nonprofit dedicated to connecting people to the natural and spiritual worlds, Tat Erick nurtures a powerful international alliance of Earth wisdom keepers and inspires many who are on the path of reestablishing their Earth wisdom connection. So welcome, Tat. Thanks for being here. And thanks for supporting us and the community and the Earth in the way that you do so well and so beautifully. So at this point, I know I didn't give my introduction as Alfred Ray Lerma, but it's a pleasure to be your host and facilitate. And I'm going to pass it over to you, Tat, for our opening prayer and solstice share. So thank you.
Thank you, Alfie. See how my voice is gonna be. Say greetings to you, my relatives. I'm thankful for the sacred day of Oxlajuj. I'm sending our love from this place, Patsiapa, on the Lake Atitlan, where we live, where we sustain a lot of the councils, ceremonies for our people here. For those who don't know me, it's good to see you, to meet you. My name was given to me by my parents, Erick Gonzalez. I'm born here in Guatemala, Capchiquel, Spanish, and Portuguese. As being here, I traveled to the States where I joined up with the councils of the elder circles. And we travel to unify our people through the condor and the eagle, establishing what was left of our nations. And we found that we have a jewel, spiritual jewel that was never lost, never separated. The first adoption was by Tlacaele in Teotihuacan with the Mexica, given the name of Omeacay Hecat. Then I was adopted in the Arapaho fireplace to the Peyote way so we can sustain the ceremonies. Then I was adopted by the Haida Nation and given the name Gara by Uncle James, a historian of the Haida. My mother there, Gladys Gladstone, and the families there of the Haida Eagle clan. And so now we are here to make this celebration and to give thanks for our lives because we are so blessed to be in these sacred places we call Pashil Kayala, like here, Patsiapa. There's a flourishing of the plant nation, rock nation, the bird nation, and our peoples of the human. Many of you have been here in prayer, in ceremony. We've gone through the veil. We've been to the other side, through ceremonies, where we get to see and feel the importance of the ceremonial way, and then making a life out of it. So our ceremony, life, we live ceremony, and life is ceremony. So we don't separate it. Then at Earth Peoples there at Deer Mountain, many of you have been there to gather the people for the prayers, the training, the learning, the reconnecting to the spiritual world and to the natural world that we are so grateful for. And so at this time, we always talked about talk to the spirits, talk to the spirit of the fire, talk to the spirit of the sun, the moon, the holy waters. Like here, we're at the edge of Lake Atitlan, holy place. We live in the ceremonial ancient center, ancient city, where the dreams, the visions, they tell us to find it. So we found Pashil Kayala here. Maybe all of you have dreams and visions that the wisdom of earth wants you to find it. It wants you to crystallize the connection to spirit wherever you are. However you talk to the spirits, to God, the nature, the elementals, but make it happen. Light up the fires, make the dances, put up the ceremonies. And so at Deer Mountain, we have the sacred waters too, springs, and many efforts by so many of you. And I am grateful. So we call the spirits. We say, Matyosha weni malek rukushka rukushuliv. Rukushka, rukushka kit, rukushya, rukushka stemal, rukushka kotzihal, rukushka kastemal. Matyoshisha weni malek katit kamama. Talking and sharing to you, our ancestors. Katampeni malek nawales, to open the sacred doors to the directions of life. To those who keep those gates, may you open them now so we can witness and feel the holiness, the divine presence that is always there. But we isolate ourselves from it. So we open those doors to Balam Kitse, Balam Makab, Biak Balam Makunkutak, Matyosh Tatas, Kagi Palunya, Jomya, Kakishaya, Sununya, Matyoshisha Welo Kuluknanis, Katampeni Malek Nawales, Akau, Kawawil Tohila Vilisha Hakawitz, Knakosha Koshertatsich, ni Malekakau. takyong mak rirukushi kaslem achi ishok. Asking forgiveness for our humanity, for we lost so much of our ways. And we ask the spirits as this time of the light in the dark coming together, of this spring, fall, summer, and now the winter solstice coming up, the stages in which our mind and our bodies shift and change and readapt to life. And so we ask them to come and guide us. Ahab-Tohil, Lavilish, Hakavitz, the sacred mountains, the mountain of fire. May we learn to light those fires of peace and love and appreciation and reverence for the life. May we pour the water to purify ourselves, to drink life, and to let the tears go so that we can be renewed to the new earth, to all the efforts we do, that we may be guided to the sacred place to breathe the essence of the tree nation, of the flowers, of the medicines, of the spirit mountains. For the air gives life to the fire. The air gives life to the water. And for the sacred waters, will help us to adapt to all shapes and forms, to let us evaporate through the veil so that we can become spirits. And to our Mother Earth, for all the food, all the essence, medicines, for the homes we can feel, have our place to be in this earth. We thank you, Mother Earth, and we ask forgiveness for what we've done to you, what we've done to the beautiful gift the Creator gave us. He says, here's a home for you. Everything you need, you will find. Everything that you will be for enjoyment, to look at colors, to listen to sounds, bird sounds, elk sounds, bear sounds, wolf sounds, the different waves, how they make sounds, how the wind sings through the trees. Then to feel the different earths, some rocky, some sandy, some mossy, some beautiful and cold, some really beautiful. Some will remind you that there's natural law, that we must respect the Mother Earth. And so this is the prayer of this day, to allow the light to give it to the dark. But this is the moment to reflect what is our time in the North Hemisphere, to prepare all the harvest, all our efforts we've done through last year. It is to now enjoy it, to gather the people in our malokas, like here, this maloka, designed to help the spirits go through the veil and reach the other dimensions, and to reach a connection to life. Because some of us humans, we forgot. We don't know again what happened. Where is it that we have to connect to? So, being with the elders, being with the ceremonies, walking the earth, feeling and sensing, becoming alive, then we learn to love all that happens to us. Some are challenged, some is not some is very good. Then grace, how we go through those emotions, how we go through those experiences, so that we keep our grace, so we don't lose the grace and we have to always ask for forgiveness or live in shame. Then gratitude. We live in gratitude, so we always say thank you. Matios Yahweh ni malach we say. Matios ni malach riach maloka rish maloka. Pi Matios Yahweh tichonel che. Tichonel kotzech. To the sacred teachers who guide us. These are flowers. These are roots. These are cactus. These are fungi. These are spirits. These are frequencies. These are ways of being to change the way the body works. And when those changes happen, we emerge into the spirit world. And when the spirit world, new rules, new guidance, others are waiting for us there. Ancestors we love, ancestor who lives inside of us. That's what we say. Matyoshni malakakmak, to the greatness of the ancestors. Thank you to the sacred altars. Thank you for your memories. Thank you for those stories. Thank you for the reminders that when we get lost as young people, as this society, we lost ourselves. We destroyed our beauty. We polluted the air, the waters, and we fight for the gifts that are given to us for free. But we kill others, and we take their lands, and we submit them to slavery. And somewhere we have to find our way home, a way home to share the bounty, share the breath, share the medicine, share a song, share that prayer, share the celebration. And so we gather the people, and that's what we do. In Earth people, all of us, we come from many nations. We speak many languages. Some of us are men, some of us are women. Some of us are not from this earth. Some of us are tree people, the tree nation. Some of us are from the rock people. Some of us, we come from the ocean. Some of us come from the air. But we all come now here as earth people. We live on this mother earth, and we're traveling through space to unify us again so that we have no enemies with the plants, that the forest doesn't go afraid because we're walking in the forest. They can feel our thoughts and they can hear our essence, and the trees get afraid. Oh no, they're coming again. We have to go in peace in the forest. We have to go in peace in the water. Con permiso, I ask permission to come and bathe myself in the lake, to come and nourish my body in the river, to come and drink that holy water from the springs. Ask permission. Can I be worthy enough to drink the water for my life? And the water says, yes, my child, you drink. It's all for you. Drink as much as you want, much as you need. I will give you more and more. And when you come back tomorrow, I'll be here waiting for you. And the earth is like that. The earth is saying, hey, people, human, I'm waiting for you. Gather, talk, share the knowledge, hold hands, be in peace, put the weapons down, give back the land you took, allow the people to be free. Don't hoard no more. The earth, I await you, she says. And the winds come, and the spirits say, okay, I'm coming to collect those who are ready, those who want to fly and come and meet the spirit world. So some of us take the time to sit in prayer and take the medicines, sit up and sing all night. And we sing through all the days sometimes. And we dance for the earth, for ourselves, for our children. And then we gather, and there's efforts to bring the salmon back up over there, Deer Mountain, or the sacred salmon, that they put it down. Keep it from the people from the way up Klamath. Drain the big lakes, huge lakes, 100,000 acres of beautiful lakes, where millions of birds gather through the year. Now are being abandoned as destroyed farms that left no more use for those humans. Now the river's flowing free. The salmon will come back, and we bear dance. We bring the bear dance, pray that the bears will help with the eagles and the rattlesnake will keep the balance, that the sun will come up and make the forest healthy. That's the efforts. So we dance and pray way back in the 70s to protect the redwoods and to bring the fishing rights back to the people on the Klamath. And that was success, a victory for the people. Now, people fish all up and down, all the way up to British Columbia. The rights are back. And other people, other things too, that we've been involved with because we love, because we, in our asking for forgiveness, we built a grace to be respectful, to go into other territories and say, con permiso, my relatives, ask permission of my relatives to pray, maybe make a home here, maybe put up an arbor, build the Oxlajuj so we can purify ourselves, so I can meet with you. And they say, yes, okay. And come and dance with us. Come have a meal, an invitation of making relations. So we sanctify those by adopting each other. And we've been adopted many places. Like some of you adopted as sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, because there's love. And when the love and the grace and the gratitude is strong, when we really live gratitude, Matyoshawe, thank you for this breath. Thank you for this moment. Then the fourth spirit comes in for us, the reverence. Reverence for each and one of you. How you look, your beautiful hair, your color of your skin, for everything you do, how you think, how your voice sounds, how you walk in this earth, what you say when you say, I love you, and to who you say you love, and the reverence for that. And then more love comes. And then the fifth one comes in, random acts of love, acts of kindness, acts of dedicating yourself for the well-being of all relations, for the well-being of Mother Earth, and the connection to spirit. Then there's no more greed. You don't want no more things. It's good to share and to then make yourself available. Little things you learn, big things you've learned, solid things you've learned, wobbly things that we're still learning are shareable, are teachable, are to be spread through the consciousness of the human family that lost their ways. When we no longer respect that, but in the sacred ways is to have respect. So we started respecting and loving and sharing that. And so there's other elders here that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work that you do, my brothers and sisters. And so I want to say, Matyoshawe, to each and one of you for the beauty that you make in this world. For you, our elder, the Maidu, they said, they don't have a word for thank you. They said, you make me better. So each one of you makes me better. All the things we share makes us better. And so, with that medicine, you bring strengthens the circle of the people so that we make the better world. Because some of us already live that. And it's like, oh, I wish all of us could be like that. Have a place of peace like here, Patiapa. When I sit by the water or this maloca, it's so peaceful. Made up a little bit. Go to Palestine. Go to Ukraine. Go to Congo. to be shared all around the earth. To be sharing your hearts. So you make the world better. All of us, the beacons of peace. All of us, the beacons of spirit. Just love for each other. That's the medicine. So on this day of Mother Earth, 13 no, Oxlajuj no. The earth wants us to visit her. The beauty that is there. And when we see that, what we've done to it, always take your trash bag with you. Pick up our trash. It's all ours. It wasn't theirs. We left it. It's ours to pick up. So we do the same for the spiritual ways. We pick up a broom and we start cleaning up our lives. We start making it better so that you can come and find a nice trail, find a nice place to rest in the midway up to the mountain. You find a nice quiet place and the doorway to the entrance to the spirit world. Then you be free. And the gift is that we can come back and share that love, share that unity. Because we're all one, they say. Yes, we're all one. So this is our prayer today from this sacred place of Patsiapa, from every place that you are. A dear mom, dear Eddie, my baby. Everybody, my sisters and brothers here. Beautiful to see you. But we want to hear your words too. Want to hear your love and your strength, your wisdom for each one of you. Carry that missing link that I don't have. I don't have your link. I need your link. Earth people need your link, need your gifts, need to all of us be present with that love, grace, and gratitude. So we'll have reverence for each other. And then we'll do things good for each other. Acts of kindness, acts of love, acts of peace. So we have a lot to do. But in places like this, the spirit very loud. We don't need to talk too much. We just listen and vision. And they show us the visions of what we got to do. As you wish, my love. With your show.
Thank you. Powerful, powerful, beautiful prayer. Thank you for sharing your heart with us, for blessing us in that way. I'd like to take this time here to be able to offer an opportunity for a few of our elders to share a brief prayer and blessing for this time. And I'd like to extend an invitation to you, Melody, if you would like to offer a prayer for us during this time. Thank you, sister. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Tata. Thank you, Nana. All the Nanas and Tatas here. Yana yanu washake yanu yana dagudo. Anishakuya gea. Tatala kalagani obiani gedua. Ama kalagani ana. Ani Potomac, Ani Onondawaga, Yoha, Osidona Galikog, Osidona Galaga, Oshigutsu Awahali, Osidona Ganawa, Oshigutsu Ganawa Gea, Osidona Wadeliga, Oshigutsu Yana, Oshigutsu Ndawa and Dadu, Osidona Handla, Yanakutani, Yanakutani, Agitsianu Yana, Yonega Yansi, Yonega Waiha, Yonega Yana, Yanakutani, Yanakutani, Agitsi, Aniana. Osidona Galalohi, Ani Agilisi, Nea Agelia, Osidona Alohi, Tatala Mama, Chalo Niwani Ha, Ski. Thank you, ancestor spirits and spirits of all four sacred directions and the above and below, and the seventh sacred direction. Thank you for blessing this gathering and the keepers of the wisdom here and the good words that were spoken, the great prayers that were given by Tat Erick. My name is Melody. I thank you for this day. Ski.
Thank you, Melody. Thank you for that prayer. I'm now going to invite Marcia. Marcia, if you would be so kind to offer us a prayer. Thank you.
Sego, it's going to go. And now I'll go to each and every one of you for being here today. My name is Marcia Forrest. My Haida name is Kun Kjelth. And I want you to just take this moment right now to just, feel into where you are right now and just take a couple of nice deep breaths. Breath in and breath out. And just really noticing and appreciating that air as it goes in. Breathing in that purifying air and exhaling out anything that just needs to go and leave from you right now. And just do this nice, beautiful purification breath to help bring in that essence of that purifying love, that purifying grace from the universe, and exhaling anything that's ready to leave your space. And just notice as you take those breaths in and breath out, too, how you can just feel yourself getting into a natural flow with it, a rhythm. And things begin to quiet a little, begin to relax a little. And you really get in touch with that sense of who you are right now in this space. And I want you to think about really the fact that you have shown up here today. And it's no coincidence. And you are welcomed for being here. It's so important this time of year to realize that the solstice time, whether it's in the northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere, was always the original day of celebration for the month of December. It had nothing to do with December 25th and Christmas time. It was the solstice time. Because the ancient peoples, they had that interconnectedness to the role of the sun as it moves through the sky. And they notice things like this time of year when the days are the shortest and the nights are longer. But it always was a time for gathering. It was a time for a slowing down. And that's what this time of year really teaches us. These longest nights, nature shows us every day the natural cycles and the rhythms. And the flow of it. And the flow of it is really a time of slowing down. It's not a time of the Christmas rush, although it's really hard not to get caught up in that. But it's a time when people were really able to take that time to enjoy what light they had during the day. It was always a time to nurture our own light within, whatever that takes, whatever it is that helps to build up your strength, your energy, your love, your heart, whatever it is that really creates that passion and that excitement in you. Find more ways to bring more of that into your life, and really like taking care of yourself, especially during these winter months. A lot of us are a little less physical activity. The weather may keep us indoors more, but there's still time to be active and take care of our physical selves as well, but all parts of ourselves. And it's a time too, because it's getting near the year end. We are just over 2 weeks away from the end of this year, that anything that really you can do to resolve whatever items might be weighing heavy on you, or at least make them a little bit better, so you don't take them into that new cycle that's coming, the new year that's going to be coming soon. In the Haudenosaunee traditions, we have 13 ceremonies that are held every year. And in the month of December, it's called the end of seasons ceremony. And it's because it ties it into the end of the seasons for this year, but it's making way for that new cycle to begin. So you want to try to complete things or put things to rest. Might be things around connecting with people who you feel called to connect with. It might be, mending things with, whether it's relationships or people, whether it might be a needed apology, or the biggest connections of all are those people who will float through your mind every now and then. I've really learned that that means you really need to get in touch with that person, whether it's just sending them a message, or even better yet, a phone call if you can't see them face to face. But it's important to remember to express the words to those people, for those you really care for deep in your heart. Don't imagine that they know what you're thinking or what you're feeling about them. If you have appreciations for someone, speak it to them or send it in a message so that they know, so they receive that. Because I'm not a mind reader by any stretch of the imagination, and most people aren't. So it's really important to make your words clear, your actions clear, because none of us know how much time we have here, in this physical body. None of us know how much time any of the people who we care for and love for so dearly are going to be here. So really, don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today, and just try to make those steps to express yourself in the way that your heart is feeling, so that those who you care for and love for know it. And I just wanted to say too, I think all of our ancestors, I don't think it matters where you come from or what your lineage is. They probably at one time had a way to honor this time of year. And it's in your DNA. I just want you to remember that it's in you somewhere. And if you can find quiet times during this time of year to do your prayers, your meditation, your offerings, ask them for support, ask them for help. They may be able to give you messages of ways that you can honor this time of year. Because our ancestors knew that we really need to show up for our communities as good relatives, because in that way we can help to energize good changes that need to come about, especially during these times of challenge. And in order to do that, we need to be grounded and strong. And that's why it's so important for us to take care of ourselves. And just a reminder that nature and the elements, they're always there to help support us. They're always there, and we need to acknowledge them in our lives because they're there every day. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. And that even though it's winter time, they're all still there yet. And acknowledging them, giving them gratitude, expressing that gratitude is one of the most important things that we can do. I want to give thanks too for all of us as people for showing up here today and for all the beautiful gifts that we have all been given, and that the resilience that it takes, and even all your experiences this last year, whether they were good, positive ones, we tend to remember those clearly, but even those ones that were challenges for us, they are all there as part of helping to make us better. Helping us to grow, helping us to understand. And so believe that you can achieve whatever it is, especially the year end too. It's a good time for reflection. So reflecting on this past year, reflecting then, thinking about what it is you might want to change for next year. And just believe that you can achieve it, whatever it is that you're dreaming. Whether that's in your own personal life, whether it's for your physical self or your spiritual self, for your relations, or even your professional life. So whatever you can do to replenish your spirit at this time of year, do it. Because it helps to feed your soul. It helps to keep you grounded and strong. So you need to start within so you can reflect again on this past year, to grow from that, and then find ways to give back. And I'll just share a quick song if I can find my rattle. Oh yeah, here it is. I'll just sing a couple of verses of the thank you song in Mohawk, just to help to ground us in this time of gratitude for what it is that we're thankful for in our lives. And I give thanks to each and every one of you for showing up today. When you're waiting, 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 when you're waiting. When you're waiting, 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 when you're waiting. Well, I wish you well during this beautiful season of the year, and that you find ways to honor it that feels good to you. And thank you for hearing my words today. Yawagoa.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Marcia. Such beautiful teachings and prayers, and thank you for your song. Oh, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to request if Isabel, if you could give us a prayer and a blessing from up north.
Greetings, brothers and sisters from around the world. Hello to Tat Erick, Alfred, Melody, and Marcia for your good words. I send each and every one of you prayers, love, and good blessings. This sacred time of solstice. thanks for all the goodness in my life, all the goodness coming my way for my family and all my friends, especially all the new life in our family this year. We had several babies born in our family, and Merle's daughter had a baby girl. My nephew and his wife had twins, and I had my first great-grandchild born in July, and there were a few others. And I'd like to send prayers and blessings to Sherry, my cousin. She had her first granddaughter, and I send her prayers, thinking of her today, as she lost her only daughter in October. And I send prayers and blessings to my cousin Carmen, who also had tragic loss of two of his beautiful children. One of them is Robin Gertz, and her brother Neil. So there's always sadness as well as beauty with the birth of babies. How we celebrated this time of year was through Christianity that was forced upon us all, but it was a beautiful time of sharing as well. This is the time we started bringing out all the beautiful foods that we put away during the spring and summer and fall months. Our families would have big dinners. Everybody had huge living rooms, and they'd take all their furniture out and they'd set up tables and benches and put their best tablecloths on, and maybe invite 60 or 70 people in your home and serve them a big meal. All the tables would be laden with beautiful foods. They'd make salads and jello, bowls of fruit, apples and mandarin oranges, fruits and nuts, candy. The tables were beautiful, set with candles and greenery. I was a little girl. This was before we had electricity. We had gas lanterns, and my sisters and cousins and I would be the servers. My mom had 6 sisters and 2 brothers, and when my mommy would have her dinner, her chili, my grandparents, we were the servers. It was always great fun. We'd wear our special clothes that we'd gotten to wear for Christmas, and we'd serve all the people. It was always such a special time. And after the dinner, speeches were made, and people spoke really, really loud because they wanted everybody to hear. Their speeches were of thanks, giving thanks to the hosts, and they'd often tell old stories of when they were children, or maybe something funny that had happened to them during the year. It's always great fun. And my parents would go out almost every night during the whole Christmas season to dinners throughout our village. Our village wasn't as big as it is now, but everybody celebrated and everybody shared the best food that they had. It was a wonderful time. Yeah, what holds, what I hold in my heart, of what this year, what this time of year is about. How, thank you for listening. I send your love and prayers for this time of year, your special time of year. How, love you all.
Oh, thank you. Wow, powerful. Thank you for those blessings and those prayers, and our love goes to you and the family and the community there. So thank you. Thank you for sharing the stories. Thank you for sharing your love.
Oh,
At this time, I'd like to invite Yellow Robe, if you would be so kind to offer a song for us before we transition over to our community sharing time. Thank you, Yellow Robe.
It's so good to see everybody here on the screen, and wow, oh, what a beautiful time of year to, oh, I see a big face of myself. What a beautiful time of year just to be alive and to greet the rains and the sun. And this morning, I just wanted to share briefly. I walked in the kitchen and I heard this noise. And I know Tata mentioned something about listening to the sounds. And I was like, what is that? You know, it sounds like birds. And I was going, is my heater broken or making a weird mechanical noise? And it was like, no. And so I walked over by the door and it was getting louder. And so then I stepped outside and I could see all, it looked like starlings that were just all over the place, up in the big fir tree by our house here. And I just, and then I was watching them, and it was just so loud, just hearing the chirpings of all the starlings. And they're just jumping around from tree to tree. And I don't know if they're if they're eating different things. And then all of a sudden, they just all took off. There must have been at least 1,000 or more starlings. There's just one black cloud just went poof. And I was like, how does that happen? You know, it's beyond me. And it's kind of like I look at life like that too. And just how does this life happen? And just how beautiful it is. And so I'll just sing a song here to Great Spirit. Akantang katokaya Jewa kielo Akantang katokaya Jewa kielo Itakuyo wanindacha chewa kielo hari akantang katokaya chewa kielo Akantang katokaya chewa kielo itakuyo anintacha chewa kielo hari Akantang katokaya chewa kielo Akantang katokaya chewa kueo paning kaga chewa kielo lai wakanda katokaya chewa kielo wakanda katokaya chewa kielo itakueo paning kaja chewa kielo hai. Well, Great Spirit, thank you, Grandfather. Thank you, Creator, for this life. And may we, like starlings, know when it is our time to fly, Grandfathers. Help guide us in our life. Help guide us on this path of this good day, Grandfathers. We may hear just the voice of Spirit, Grandfathers, urging us to fly, urging us to fly home and into that beautiful light, Grandfathers. Thank you for this day. Ahom and takuyo yasin.
Oh, Holy Elro, thank you. Wow, thank you so much for your prayer, blessings, the beautiful voice that you carry in the song. Thank you for that. Oh, well, we'd like to be able to transition over to being able to open this up to be able to hear from you and your shares of maybe some of your traditional practices for the solstice, or maybe just something that you're grateful for at this time. And it looks like we have a special guest there with Asher, and so we got a little young one there, so we get blessed with some of that young energy and spirit there. What do we have there, Asher?
Hey everybody, this is OC. Hawk and
OC.
Kate's little one. They came stop by to say hi, and while that song was going, OC came over and started looking in and really attentive to the song. So yeah,
Beautiful.
thanks for that beautiful song, and thanks for all the beautiful shares today. It's really good to see everybody. Just want to say greetings, relatives, and so good to hear the wisdom today, the sharing, and just to be together in this moment in time. Yeah, lots of love coming here from Grass Valley, and we got our fire going, and we were over at the Bear Grounds yesterday. They just they called a kind of a last minute ceremony, and it was a beautiful prayer to put the bears to rest. So I think Rick and maybe Rick's on, they'll share more about that, but it was a beautiful thing, and I was thinking about all your relatives there yesterday, and looking forward to gathering with you all again soon. Yeah, thank you for doing this today. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Asher. Yeah, give our love over to Hawk and the family there, and all those beautiful relatives that you have there with you. And thanks for helping with that ceremony and doing all that you all do over there in a good way. So appreciate that.
Thank you, Alfie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. As a little teaser and plug, we will be in March in Grass Valley for a ceremony. So you guys can take a peek at the website or when we send out information after the event to see how to gather with us there in March. So it should be a really beautiful time together.
Yeah, hope to see you all there. We already got all the wood ready, so we'll be waiting for you.
Oh, I don't
Wood's
even
ready to go.
I don't even gotta do anything. I'll just show up.
Dry in the rain.
Thank you. Beautiful. Wow. So we want to continue to pass this virtual talking stick around to be able to hear from some other people. I'm just going to make a note on time here. I know that we have about 14 minutes until our official time is complete, but as we run here on spirit time, sometimes we find that goes beyond the scheduled time. And so just want to honor those of you that are here, and if we reach that point, and if you have to continue with your day, and just thank you for being here. And for those of you that stay on to continue beyond that time, you're more than welcome to continue to be here with us as we feel called to stay and continue sharing. So just a little note there, and any of you that do have to leave at that point, assuming that we go over, we will send some information on how to stay connected with us as a post communication. So at this time, I would like to extend the invite and offer for our brother from Colombia who's visiting in the United States right now, our brother Juan Gabriel, who's from the Muisca people down in Colombia, and would love it if you would be so open and willing to share maybe something that you're called traditionally about this time from the relation of your people.
Thank you, Alfie, for the space. Thank you for all the beautiful people, the familiar faces, and the new people. I'm really glad to be here. I'm right now at Albuquerque. And for us, for Muisca people from Colombia, this is the end of the year. This is the last week. So we reflect, we gather as community, and we share the story or history, I don't know how to say that in English, of creation. So I would like to share with you just a little peek of our story. We as Muisca people, we recognize ourselves as bodies of water. So for us, the lagoons are really important. And the first lagoon for us is the mother of creation, the primordial feminine, the womb of origin, the dark place where everything is born, where everything emerges, is called Mother Grandmother Bagwe, or Ubake Lagoon. So at the beginning of time, all was emptiness, silence, tranquility, and darkness. There was nothing. That place had a name, Bagwe, the first mother, the original mother, the great grandmother, the one where everything was born, from where everything was created, and that does not stop, that manifests in all of us because we are part daughters of her. She was the empty container and content. She was the void that recognized as part of her own existence in her the need for self-creation. And that is how water recognized herself. Water created itself. And it was the first drop floating in the universal void. It is said that as an exhalation, it was flooded by a mist from which it emerged as a masculine energy, a vapor that naturally emerged from itself and completed. It had to be ordered because at the beginning everything was chaos. From herself, she put order to these feminine void and masculine breath forces, which at the moment of finding themselves on a level, in balance, in sweetness, were one single being in herself. Shiwayapavi is her name in Muisca language, Muiscumun. This is how the Muiscas recognize Mother, Father of the creation, second manifestation of Bagwe in herself in time. From that act of sacred union of herself, already created, self-recognized and self-complemented, the first breath was exhaled, a tomb of creation, the Big Bang, a breath of love, spirit, son, swa, swe, fihishka, that lives until these times still many times invisible to our understanding. That breath, vapor of life filled Bagwe with spirit content that opened the way to the primordial matter with which she, the feminine weaver, and her masculine needle began the weaving of life. The exhalation that flooded the emptiness of Bagwe was like a stardust, like a breath of life, and from there began the manifestation of all that exists. It is from it, from Bagwe, from that dark place, that even today all things that manifest on the plane of the visible continue to emerge. From the invisible, everything has been created, and so it will be. So this is like a really brief part of the story of creation for us, for Muisca people. And yesterday I started like a meditation to connect with the void, with the darkness, because for us, the darkness is not bad. The darkness is where everything is created. So for me, right now, I feel like I would like to pray to so we can stay in the darkness, stay in the quietness, in all possibilities, and take accountability of that place and start to clean it up, to take away, to order that space, because there's a lot of negative spirits. They're not bad, they're just lost their land. So I feel like we as human beings, as spiritual beings, have the responsibility to order ourselves, like remember the natural order of things, the original word, we call it. So I invite you to connect in these times with the void, to put the seeds of intention of what kind of creation you want to put on life with every thought, every breath, every emotion, every word that is spoken. Because we're creating with every breath, every exhalation, we're putting that into the universe. So that is a big responsibility for us. So for us, it's important to connect with our hearts, with the intention of the spirit, to acknowledge that we are all the same. For us, the animals, plants, the water, the sun, the wind, the animals are our brothers and sisters. Muisca means people. So for us, everyone and everything is Muisca. Muisca, Muisca, Muisca people. So I see you as my relatives, as my brothers and sisters, and I wish for you the love, the light, the strength to stay connected to your heart, to your inner wisdom, to the spirit, to walk this path in grace, in divine light, and to share that with the world. Because right now we're living in some dark moments, and we need the light of every one of us. Each one of us has that light. So I invite you to connect and expand that light into every action you pour into the universe, every thought, every emotion, every word, because that is a manifestation of creation. So thank you for this space. I would like to share with you a song, really quick song that for us is like a vibration, like a mantra to connect with love, to liberate the love. So I invite you to connect with your heart, connect with the love, and share it for all your relations, all the animals, the land where you are right now, and share it with the world. Share it in those places that are in war right now in the world. We need that light. We need that divine order. Siento muy dentro desde la raíz, la luz que se expande está dentro de mí. Siento muy dentro desde la raíz, la luz que se expande está dentro de ti. Yo te libero amor, yo te libero amor. De todo el negativo, yo te libero amor. Yo te libero amor, yo te libero amor. De todo el negativo, yo te libero amor. Eh, 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 eh. Nay, na, na, nay, na, 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 nay. Na, nay, na, 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 nay, na, 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 nay, na, 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 nay. Nay, na, 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 nay, na, 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 nay, na, 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 nay. Na, nay, na, 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 nay, na, 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 nay, na, 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 nay. Nay, na, 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 nay, na, 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 nay, na, 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 nay. Swa, swe, swa, fishka. Păcășie, păcăcășie. Swa, swe, swa, fișca. Păcășie, păcăcășie. Yo te libero amor, yo te libero amor. De todo el negativo, yo te libero amor. Yo te libero amor, yo te libero amor. De todo el negativo, yo te libero amor. Hey, hey! Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, hey, thank you. Beautiful. So beautiful to hear about the many different cultures and traditions and ways here. Anyone else feels called to share anything at this time with the group? As Hetty had also put in the chat here that for those of you that are new, if you could just maybe put in there how you found out about this gathering or help us understand how you got connected into the Earth Peoples United community would be wonderful. But the floor is open, and if there's anyone else that'd like to share at this time.
Hey, there's one more brief thing I wanted to share. I just found this old book from my grandfather and my mom's dad, and he was a doctor, but he believed in helping everybody. And there's this one quote that he loved, and it says, "They call me and I go. It is a frozen road past midnight, a dust of snow caught in the rigid wheel tracks." And I just feel like that resonates with like the ceremony road and the way the elders talk about it, of that calling and go to the places that need the help. So I just was seeing this quote sitting here as we're hearing these shares today, and I just felt moved to share that. So thank you.
Hey, good one, Asher. Thank you. Thanks for bringing that in.
I'm wondering, Gustavo, would you be willing to share about your experience in the Southern Hemisphere going into, you guys are celebrating summer solstice? Is that true? And I just find it completely rocks my world to feel these simultaneous experiences happening on our earth at the same time, where we're so rooted in this dark season, but on the other side of the world it's the opposite, and both are happening at the same time. So I would love if you could bring in some of that energy into our circle and whatever else you want to share. I just appreciate you and your connection with the Amazon and all that beautiful part of the world. So thank you. If I could ask for that share, I would love it for all of us.
Thanks so much, Hetty. Hi, everyone. Greetings from the south. My name is Gustavo from Brazil, for those who I don't know. It's good to see all the brothers and sisters again. I was about to Actually, I entered this as a listener. I was not planning to speak, and I just got a private message from Kiriana also asking me to share a little bit. It's been really good to learn from you and to listen to this view on how you connect the end of the year with the winter, because here we do the other way around. We are getting closer to summer solstice, and weather is really different. It's kind of inviting us to go out instead of inviting us to come in. I just before entering this Zoom call, I was taking a sun bath because it's a pretty beautiful day here in my garden, and I was like having some sun. And then as I was listening to Marsha, it started pouring rain, like really heavy rain, and now it's sunny again. So this is summer here. It's a beautiful day, and it rains a lot also, which makes nature really beautiful because you get everything. We're getting closer to the end of spring, and everything's blossoming. A really beautiful tree here in front of me, and it's started the flowers are coming out right now. Because we're not like these days, weather is not so steady as it used to be. Like we have so many climate changes, and I think we're kind of in a delay of spring. So now we're getting closer to this period of time where everything's blossoming and weather is really beautiful. And also, it is a moment. This is kind of a conflict because it is a moment of reflection, because we're getting to the end of the year and we started thinking about how our year was and our goals, and starting setting goals for the next year. But instead of going inside to process that, we go outside, because that's when we go to travel and we go to visit places. This is the moment when we celebrate and we be around people, which is like, this is how it happens. Like in December and January and February here, it's like we are social. We are connecting with people. We are outside. We are celebrating. We are with full energy to start the year. So we take these vacations here, and then we start working and with action, with full power with energy from the sun that we get here. And then we have our winter coming in July. So in June and July. So it's the other way around. And I was listening to you, and although I am in Brazil is really, really beautiful and amazing and big country. So I have different cultures all around. I'm actually closer to the city than from the Amazon, but we are having this responsibility to keep our forests alive. This year was really challenging. Was really like doing my reflections now on how this year was. This was a really challenging year. We suffered a lot, or people suffered a lot here with floods because of so much massive rains, and have an entire state underwater, and also with the fire, because of the heat. We had many wildfires all around the country and burning great parts of our forests here. And so it's really good to be here and to connect and to feel this ancient calling from nature coming from Tat Erick, which today sounded more like an ancient voice, empowering us and reminding us of what is important. And I'm really honored to be here and to be part of this family. Thank you so much. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Gustavo. Yeah, thank you for bringing that summer solstice energy, and thanks for all that you do down there to take care of so many different things. You're an amazing human being with very beautiful medicine, as each of us are here, but just want to acknowledge that and thank you for that. Okay. Anyone else before we close our time together? Taylor?
Hi, my name is Taylor. I am here, Sweet Medicine, her Facebook post, and I sweat with Yellow Robe. I found Yellow Robe. There's some music. A couple of years ago, I've been sweating there, so I just want to say thank you for gathering here today, and for your prayers and your stories. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Taylor. Welcome. It's great to have you. Appreciate your presence and your words here. Thanks for sharing your voice with us. Yeah, blessings for you and your family. Yeah. Nan Kirana, I saw a digital hand go up. Did you want to share?
Yeah, thank you so much. I just wanted to share my gratitude for how beautiful it is to see all of you here and how powerful it is to see all of these new faces. I'm so grateful for all of you coming to join us and join your hearts and your minds together, and at this time where it's so crucial for us to be unifying in this way. And yeah, so I really just wanted to express my appreciation to Tat Erick and Nanhedi for all that you hold, for this sacred vision, for your beautiful words of ushering in and putting forth that call for peace and unification. So, so grateful for all of these beautiful hearts that are here with us today. Matio Shoe.
Monteo Showe. Thank you, Nan Kirana. Okay, anyone else? Okay. Nanhedi, Tat Erick, any closing words from your side before I officially close us in our time together?
Here, I'll share. I would just want to echo the gratitude and how much I love these gatherings, and how full it always makes my heart and my spirit to come together in this way. Thank you for all the beautiful shares and the beautiful presence, and even though not everybody got to share their words, just seeing your faces and knowing that we're together in this way is a really beautiful way to honor these seasons and go forward into the next cycle of life. Yeah, just feeling really grateful, and a lot of sharing about the importance of keeping that light within ourselves strong, and all the many teachings that come with us at this summer solstice time. I mean, excuse me, winter solstice time, summer solstice down south. Yeah, and how those words that Tat Erick shared with the Maidu, I wish I knew how to say it in that language, but I know the English translation of "you make me better," and how each of your light just adds to mine, and just makes me always just want to send this out to the web of life. So for all those that wanted to be part of this call that couldn't, and all those that we are connected to, and just feeling this vast web that we create together, and the beaming forth of light into this world, into each other in this way. May we all give of our light and receive that light, and just be really continue on this path of strengthening our light bodies together. So, and thank you so much, Tat Erick. I echo the beautiful sharing, and I know that your voice isn't what it normally is, but you sound like an ancient grandfather, and just like the words and your message and your potency and your emotion, and just really it all just really moved me very deeply today. So I'm grateful on this day of Oxlajuj. This connection to the Mother Earth and the wisdom that lies in our Mother Earth, and each one of us is part of that Mother Earth. I'm just really grateful, and you make me better.
We're so ancient this time. But I am so grateful to feel you and have the sense that we are here together. And I know so many of you have been in like so awesome ceremonies, sacred moments that have lifted us to the spirit place, and that we can unify through us, like the hollow bone. That it is us who are here to reflect God's image into each other, to honor that beauty, and then to bring it to the Mother Earth. And like the time spent in these relationships is the jewels in our world's memories. It's logged, it's documented in the holograph, all the records. Nothing is gone by without left it somewhere. And it's left in those files of the holograph of consciousness of this earth. So we are spirits, and we decided to raise 50 other million others from our fathers down the channels. Great armies, and they took 49,900,099, and each one of us are the victorious. We're the ones who made it to life. That's how precious we thought from the spirit to raise everybody, to make it, to be here in this spirit world, in this physical world. And then spirit says, okay, I will disconnect you, but you have to find your way home. When we find our way home, then we start to love again and to remember why we chose to come here against so many odds. It's amazing that one of us made it. How many times our fathers shot 50 million times into our mothers? Hundreds of times. So hundreds of times 50 million, 500 million times, until one of us won. And we are it. We are the ones. So we come here, and we not come here to suffer, to be defeated by the dark. But we're here to come and celebrate that gift and to learn how to navigate so that our last breath, we give it with love and gratitude. And that our body will feed the earth because we didn't come from this earth. Our bodies didn't touch the earth until they came out of the mother. The placenta was like a spaceship. Our creation web didn't touch the earth yet until we put it in the earth, till we place it back and introduce ourselves to the earth, be a spirit here. Yes, I am a human now, but we are not that. And so when we go to places, we start the initiations. We have to introduce ourselves again. Who are you? Oh, my name is Eric. No. Who am I? We have other names. We have other forms, other shapes. If we can remember that, then this path is a joyous one here. Yes, we got to go through this physical stuff, but let that not defeat our spirits. Let not get us captured by the soul catchers of the underworld, because that's real too. And that's our navigation, our canoe. The bigger the canoe, the tighter the circle, the more love between us, the stronger the canoe, and the less efforts each one of us will have to make. The more we unify and the more we work, the more time is for pleasure. Because we know everybody's doing their part. You don't have to do it all by yourself. We have to do it together. And that's what the medicines, when we go out of our bodies and we sit in the realm of the spirits in other homes after hundreds of times, it starts to be kind of very recognizable. We love to go that place. I want to be there again. So we're not afraid to take more medicine because we know we're going home. And then sometimes they say, here, let's show you another place. Let's be here together in another shape and form. So then we make it a way of life. And then it's like, yeah, you're hurting. Yeah, I was crippled. I was paralyzed. I was shot. I was knifed. I was all this. But the joy's still there. And even sometimes we forget the love of each other. It reminds us, be grateful today. Write it out. Somebody loves you like Heri. Balam Chaikosich. Reflect that. Oh no. The way is too much sometimes. Forces are tearing us apart. But somehow they're there together. And then we help each other. That's why we're here. That's why I'm here. Because we can extend some love and a lot of support. The same as we receive so much. I am so grateful because of your love. You make so much better my life. So much beauty. So many things we do together. We sweat, we pray, we travel. We look for future answers to questions that got us in trouble, to find world solutions, to how we can manage ourselves to be more harmonious, to be more loving. And none of us know everything. And none of us will be able to make it by ourselves. And so together, the new nation is the new dawn of the new nations with the star nations. It's open. The stargates are open. We have to go find them and adjust the frequencies so that they're easy to go through. That there's no big journeys. It's just sitting here, sitting wherever you are, and learn the frequencies and open the door. And you'll come back with the echo that we must love this earth. We must protect all our relations. That we must clean up our mess. That we must be forgiven to each other. And we must first forgive ourselves. And then activate the love. You won't get tired. If you're getting tired, disillusioned, it's because we lost love. So we gotta leave that fire alive. And if when it goes down, somebody will help you with love. Light your fire again. That's what we are doing. Keep our fires together and rejoice. One time I spent that time in the mountains, ready to spend a month. Only took 2 days. The spirit come laughing. Like, why are you suffering? Just pray and rejoice. That was it. To my relatives, just pray and rejoice however you do it. But be strong with yourself. Be true to yourself. And then be fierce to protect that love. The universe is counting on us. It's waiting for us to protect that from those ones that lost. People lost. It's not no moral and it's not okay. But as we gather, we're like you as we celebrate so much. We look at each other and say, I love you. And we say, the more we hang around together, the more we're gonna fall in love with each other. family, like one nation, like essences. It comes from so many places on the universe, racing against millions and millions to be born, to come here and see each other, to celebrate each other's beauty, to hear each other's wisdom, to hear your music, to hear your dance, to feel you, and thus celebrating life. So I love you. And as you wish, my love, we will see you soon. And keep that fire strong and alive. Because we need it. I need you. With Yahweh.
Show Tata. Wow, thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you for such beautiful, open-hearted shares and for presence. So great to be in community together in this way, to be able to just pray and see each other and witness each other and be able to show up and listen with compassion, with an open mind and an open heart, to be able to be here in support of each other, because we do need each other on this journey. And so it's really beautiful to be here in this way. And so at this time, I'll just share some closing thoughts and words. Oh, I see Rick Berry's face down there. Hey, Rick Berry, good to see you, buddy. All right. Thanks for having that ceremony. Sorry, I couldn't make it up. I'll catch you on the next round. So I'll share here that as an organization, Earth Peoples United, EPU, is moving into the next phase of our evolution and crystallization as a thriving connection and community. And so whether you're new here or seasoned EPU veterans, we want to say thank you, and we want everyone to know that you are EPU. Without you, EPU does not exist. The Earth Peoples is what makes us who we are as an organization. And the Earth Peoples is you and me. It's all of us. And if you and I can unite, then we make Earth Peoples United a reality. So even if there was only 2 unified people, then EPU still exists. But our intention isn't to just exist with the bare minimum. We intend to multiply unity for the benefit of everyone. So we have multiple efforts that are underway as a part of our organizational mission and intentions. And so you might have seen that we have a spot fund or a Giving December campaign that is focused on the Pashi Kaila, the Deer Mountain Sanctuary. And so we want to be able to have the School of Earth Wisdom be alive on Deer Mountain Sanctuary. And so our first phase is focusing on having a yurt to be our classroom. But this is a multi-phase plan, so we'll go on beyond December and into the next year as we continue to pursue this intention and crystallization here of this. And so in our post-event share, if you feel called, we'll be able to have a link in there in case you are interested in donating and supporting in that way. Things to also look out for is we will be launching a new EPU community membership program to provide access to the Earth Wisdom Media Library and to grow healthy relationships. We'll be updating our website to create a more beautiful experience for our visitors, clearly knowing who we are and what we do and how you can be a part of EPU. And then continue to weave our community as individuals and also as organizations through partnerships and alliances to strengthen our family web. So if now or in the future you feel called to support our mission of having many future generations experiencing diverse life flourishing, you can connect with us directly or in an upcoming feedback inquiry. But please know that we want you to be a part of this journey with us, knowing that you're not only contributing, but playing an active role in this beautiful creation. So as I've stated earlier, we know that you may have multiple practices, teachers, and places in what you call home. And we pray all those relationships continue to flourish and or transform in a good way. But here, as an ambassador for Earth Peoples United, we want you to know that you also have a room in the honeycomb home of EPU. So there's a slot in our hive where you can fly respectfully in and out as you wish. We just appreciate your prayers and presence whenever and wherever it comes. We are better together, and as we each get better, we all get better. And then we reunite to become even better every time we unify. So, in honor and gratitude, I say thank you, Matyosh. Blessings to you and your families, your loved ones. Thank you for your prayers. So at this time, you can feel free to unmute yourself and we can hear your voices. Greet us and wish us a good journey for the rest of our day. And as we move into celebrating this time of solstice.
Joey.
Blessings, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. So
Thank you so
beautiful to
much.
spend this time together.
Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. So good to see all of you. Bye. Love you all.
Thank you. Love you all. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Be
Thank
so
you,
well.
Michelle.
Bye. Hi, Tam.
Hi.
Bye. I'm here with my dad.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hello.
Blessings
Thanks,
to you,
Derek,
Dad.
Henry, Alfie. You have to
Thank
clip the
you.
da.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
So good to see you. An honor to be here. Love you all. Goodbye now.
Bye, Melody.
My mom's getting better at cooking steak.
Hey.
Yeah.
Love you. Miss you guys.
Love you.
All right.
Love
Love
you
you.
all.
I sure give her love all around there in Grass Valley.
Yeah, we'll do. Thanks, Hetty.
Let's hawk around. Thanks for being here, Bill. Appreciate you being here.
Good to see you guys. Take care.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hawk isn't around. They had to leave. They were heading out when I was on the call, but they send their love to everybody.
Beautiful.
Family. And Ava sends her love. She's in Cleveland with her family right now. Her prayers for her papa. Her papa's going through some health. So she sends her love from over there. Yeah.
So, yeah, blessings to her. Thank you. Blessings to her father.
Thank you.
Cohen, thanks for being here, brother. Great to have you.
Thank you for bringing us some patsiapa today. So good.
You should go swimming tomorrow.
Good for all of us.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go swimming at the river nearby. It's
Oh.
not that cold. Well, ice bath.
It's ice
Cold plunge.
outside.
I know you can't unmute yourself, but Getachew, I think that's you there. I know you, hopefully you can hear us. Just sending you love, Getachew, and thanks for being here.
Can you?
Where's Getachew?
We don't have the ability to unmute.
I can click ask to unmute,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it'll pop up for him to be able to click it.
Yeah, I think he's not so familiar with how to do that. We're going to have to get that information to him.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So we can have his voice present. Thank you. Getachew, thank you for being with us. We love you.
Bye.
Love you. Blessings,
Okay.
everybody.
Love you. Thanks, Juan Gabriel.
Everyone.
Thanks,
Thank
Jackie,
you.
Anastasia.
Thank you, everybody. So
Okay.
good to see your faces and hear your voices today. Prayers.
Love you.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Eddie, I love the Mother Earth bomb.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Okay, I'll do it one more time.
Yay!
Oh, yay!
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Kiana. I love you.
Love you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, Alfie.
Enjoy the day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Love to you all. Bye.
Well.
You're it. Love you. You're it. Bye.